today. And as you normally would, finding a comfortable position. Maybe allow your shoulders to shrug up to your ears and then allow them to come down. Notice the natural arch in your spine. Maybe run your mind down a scan of your spine, starting right at the base of your neck and down between your shoulder blades. Feel free to pause anywhere you feel a lot of sensation or tightness or sore. Make any adjustments to how you're seated. Maybe the tilt of your pelvis, that might make a difference in how your spine feels as you're sitting up. I'm just making some small movements myself. Come all the way down to your low back, right in the center. And bring awareness to the right side and the left side of your low back, toward your hips. And just noticing your entire pelvis here in space. Again, feel free to make any little small movements. Just noticing. Any small movement can totally change your experience. When you're ready, you can shut your eyes down. And begin to notice your breathing. Allow your belly to expand when you breathe in. Feel your chest fill up, and when you exhale, allow your belly to pull inward, back to center, and your chest back to center. That can be an intentional breath for you, so continue like that, and inhale, belly expands. And exhale, belly back to center. Keep going like that, belly expands, chest might lift and expand. Filling up your whole torso, and then your exhale, everything back to center. Notice how you breathe in and out of your nose if both nostrils are open clearly. Notice if you're making any sound when you breathe out. Feel both of your sit bones down on the earth, your right side, your left side. Feel the sides of your legs and the sides of your feet on the floor. Picture your pelvis pointing straight down to the floor, rooting you into the floor as you breathe. And your awareness to your face and then up to the crown of your head, allowing the crown of your head to reach up to the ceiling as your pelvis roots down to the floor. Intentional breath. Notice any pictures running through your mind about the day or about this moment. Notice how quickly they may pass through you and another image or another thought might come in. Maybe even notice that while your mind is thinking of something, the moment you begin to think about something else, may start to change where your thoughts are going. If you find your mind wandering today in your practice, I invite you to change your thought. Maybe one word, maybe one positive statement, something that brings you joy, and think that over to yourself repetitively. Maybe notice how your mind starts to begin to shift. Maybe what you were thinking about before starts to take a back burner, take the back seat, holds less weight on you. It's always a practice. I invite you to practice that today while you Just noticing how you can change your thoughts. Noticing what it takes within you to change your thoughts. Let's take 3 more breaths together when you're ready. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more in your own way. And then keeping your palms on your knees, we'll start some cat-cows. And when grounding your spine, drop your head, send your spine into a C shape. You're ready to inhale, send your chest forward, pull your shoulders back. Breathe in. And then exhale takes you to that rounding spine, your cat. Drop your head, nose down to the floor. Moving at your own rate. Inhale, lifts your chest and your gaze. Pull your shoulders back. Your palms might be sliding from your knees down your thighs. And your eyes can be open or they can be closed. Noticing where your awareness is on your body, or is your awareness in your mind? When you come up for your next cow, how does it feel to lift your gaze and really pull your chest up to the ceiling? And on your exhale, again, letting your shoulders drop down in front of you. Same thing, maybe trying that, pulling your chest up and allowing your shoulders to sink forward. Let's do a couple more rounds. And back to center. Arms can come up wide and all the way up towards the ceiling. You can plant your palms together or interlace your fingers, pressing all the way up. And start a small twist towards the right. Biceps staying right by your ears. Pulling your right shoulder back. And then an inhale brings you forward and we'll move towards the left. Sending your gaze to the left, bicep by your ears. Left shoulder pulling back. One more breath and then come forward, breathe in, send your gaze up to the ceiling, and then exhale, release your palms by your side. Left palm stays down, right arm reaches all the way up and over to the left. Maybe even again, pull your right shoulder back, let your chest point up towards the ceiling. Maybe it's even pulling up to the ceiling as you reach over to the left. And release, come all the way up, right palm down. Inhale, left arm comes all the way up, and exhale over to the right. Same thing here, maybe left shoulder is pulling back and chest points up to the ceiling. Maybe chest pulling up to the ceiling. Notice what lengthens here in your body. And again, reaching over to the right. And breathe. Release, come all the way up. Let's take a bear hug. Grab any arm around you. Grab your shoulders, pulling your shoulders forward. Imagine your shoulder blades are pulling away from each other. And drop your head. And release. Bring your palms behind you. Your palms can interlace behind you. Maybe you just bring them behind you. Plant your palms onto the earth or towards the earth. And option here to send your chin up towards the ceiling. Maybe even pull your shoulders back a bit. Letting your chest shine forward. Hug your belly to your spine. Breathe. Stay here. Option to hold on to your spine and send your belly and your chest forward for a fold. Let your head come down. Palms can stay on your low back. Or palms can lift up away from your back towards the ceiling. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. One more breath. And release, let it go. Let's open up our legs wide, both legs. Option to have your block. Arms overhead, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. And on an exhale, reaching over to the right. Right palm comes down, left arm reaches up and over. And your chest and your gaze are facing forward. Rising up, take it to the other side, left arm reaching over, plant your left palm down, right arm reaches over, and chest and gaze forward, or maybe again, pressing up towards the ceiling. One more time like that on each side, coming over to the right. You decide here, opening your chest, or reaching. And other side, left side, come on over. Take an exhale, reaching your right arm over to the left. Maybe chest points up to the ceiling. And then rise up. This time our chest is going to point towards our toes, arms reaching up. And then exhale, reaching towards your toes. Palms can come down by your side. Palms can grab you back with the foot. Try to keep your toes flexed here. Maybe your heel points towards the front of the mat. Take 3 more breaths. Do that last exhale can soften your body towards your leg, and when you're ready to breathe in, come all the way back up. And this time, chest pointing towards your left leg, arms reaching up towards the ceiling, and begin to reach. Palms come down by your side. Gaze and chest point towards your toes. Maybe toes are trying to reach back towards your chest and your heel pressing forward. Take 3 more breaths. And then keeping this shape, come on up when you're ready, taking a bit of a twist. So you can bring your arms to a T, and we're gonna start to rotate. Keeping your arms in a T, rotating towards the right. So pulling your right arm back. And then when your body says that's it and you decide to stop, you can pause right here. If it feels available to you, you can take your left arm, maybe place it to the side of your right leg as leverage to deepen your twist. Kind of like when we're seated and our knees are bent. And breathe. Sitting up tall. Rooted with your pelvis, crown of your head reaching up. And then release back to your T. If you want to shake it out, you can take a bear hug or something with your arms. And then when you're ready, start to twist to the left. The left arm pulling back. And then once your arms have found their range, pause here. And an option, if it's available to you, to take your right palm, plant it on your left leg as leverage to deepen your twist, reaching your left arm back. Again, sitting up tall, crown of your head reaches up to the ceiling. Toes are still pointed up. And then release. And our release will be a fold forward. Begin to walk your palms forward. Find your fold. You may even stack some blocks today. Maybe chin comes down. Blocks here for support so you can allow your upper body to maybe find some release if it's available. Invitation to shut your eyes here. Breathe in a nice full breath in through your nose and out of your nose. Picturing what brings you joy. Even if it's this very moment. We'll take about 5 more breaths with intention, not cutting yourself short. When you're ready, slowly start to walk yourself up. You can swing your legs out in front of you, nice and long. Plant your palms right behind you. Maybe your fingers are pointing in towards your glutes, or maybe they're pointing out. I'll let you decide Which one feels more accessible for you on your palms and your wrists? Allow your feet to come as wide as your mat, and then we'll sway side to side, windshield wipers. Take your time. Feel free to make your stance wider or smaller. And then walk your feet just about hip-width distance apart. Palms can walk up so you can sit up a little bit taller. Maybe even hold on to your knees so you can pull your chest forward. Nice long spine here. And you can stay holding on to your knees, and we'll ignite our core just a little bit, maybe reaching your arms forward. Again, your feet are still down, and then beginning to lower, maybe halfway, right until you feel your core turn on or your abs turn on. And then holding it here, reaching forward, pulling your chest up, holding it where you feel that contraction. Feet still planted down on the mat. And on your next inhale, you can reach all the way up, maybe arms up overhead. And then exhale, start your descent back down. Keep breathing. The breath in and out if needed. Come back to that same spot or maybe even a new spot. And again, reaching your palms forward, belly into your spine, pulling your chest forward. Your shoulders are forward and then pulling back so your chest can move forward. One more breath in and out. And then inhale all the way up. This time I invite you to try with one leg, maybe extending one leg up. Knees in line with one another like a half boat. Lowering down on an exhale. Make sure you feel that engagement. Any leg. You can even switch legs if you like. One more breath in and out, pulling your palms forward, and then all the way back up. And then from here, palms onto your knees, maybe palms onto your thighs. We'll come into our full boat pose Navasana. So perhaps starting to lean back onto your tailbone. Maybe feet come off the floor, maybe just one. And then invitation to lift your feet up towards your knees. Find your layer. You could stay right here. Maybe reaching one arm forward or the other. And we'll take 3 breaths. Last breath, maybe you lean back slightly and then inhale back up and release. Bring your feet together. Interlace your fingers like such and then hug them around your toes. And allow your spine to sit up nice and tall. So pulling your feet in towards one another. Your toes might even lift off the ground. Our butterfly shape, bound angle. Releasing our spine. From here, holding on to your toes. Starting to bend into your elbows, start to send your head down toward your toes. Finding a fold, maybe rounding all the way down. You may tuck your chin toward your chest. And one more breath in, come all the way up, sitting up tall. And then release. Find yourself into a tabletop in your own way. And when you arrive, finding cat-cows in your own way, maybe a cat first. Round your spine, tilt your tailbone in, drop your head. And then an inhale to cow, lifting your chest, pulling your chest up and forward. Then exhale again, round your spine. Move through your cat and your cow. In your own way, full inhale, full exhale. Take about 3 more rounds. Add on anything that feels natural for you. And then after your third one, tuck your toes. Begin to send your hips back towards your heels. Maybe a soul stretch. You might walk your palms forward for more of a child's pose, leaving your hips slightly lifted. You may walk your palms up towards your knees, maybe your palms are on blocks. You may even come up all the way with your palms on your thighs. So maybe explore where that is for you today. Take about 5 breaths or so. After your last breath, you can release back to your tabletop and then tap out your feet. Top of your feet on the mat, tap it out. And then from here, sitting all the way back onto your heels. You may even have a block. You might be sitting on your block. Palms right by your side. And then if it feels available, maybe leaning back, letting your knees come off of the ground. Maybe feeling a sensation at the top of your ankles. Let's see if we can do 3 breaths. And your last one, release. Come back to your tabletop and tap it out. Plant your palms onto your mat, tuck your toes. When you're ready, send your hips all the way up and back for your downward facing dog. And then when you're right, pedal it out. Melt one heel down, melt the other. Notice any differences in the two. Keep peeling and pulling your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing your belly towards your thighs. And keep breathing. When you're ready, gaze forward and then begin to walk forward, top of your mat. Take a fold, feet as wide as you like, knees bent as much as you like. Feel free to sway side to side. Maybe grab opposite elbows, sway side to side. Let your head hang nice and heavy. And pause, fold. Inhale up halfway, palms to your shins or your thighs, and then press your chest away from your thighs. Flat back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, down your back. Feel the weight in your feet. Can you send the weight in your feet forward towards your toes? Can you pull your hips back? One breath in, and exhale, fold. On your next inhale, come all the way up to standing, maybe arms overhead. Exhale, a little back bend, maybe open up your arms. Inhale, stand up tall, and exhale, fold, bend into your knees all the way down to the floor. Inhale up halfway, find your flat back, and exhale, fold. Step your left foot back. Low lunge, left leg comes all the way down. Inhale, rise. Breathe. One more breath in, and exhale, open your arms, little back bend. Inhale up, and exhale, palms come down. Tuck your left toes, lift your left leg up, and step forward, fold. When you're ready, come all the way up to standing. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, little back bend or gaze up. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, fold. Other side, inhale up halfway. Find your flat back. And exhale, fold. Step your right foot back this time. Come all the way down and then rise. Now, option here, If your right foot is all the way down, top of your foot down, maybe you tuck your right toes and you keep them tucked. So option to consider keeping your toes tucked in your practices today. When you're ready, breathe in and exhale a little back bend or gaze up. Inhale up. Exhale, palms down. Tuck your toes if they're not already. Lift your right leg high and then step it forward, fold. One more breath. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, arms overhead. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back. Drop it all the way down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back bend. Listen for the change. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open up to the right, vertical twist. Big breath. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, palms down to the mat. Lift your left leg, step it forward, fold. One breath in your fold. And next inhale, roll all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back. Drop it all the way down. Rise up, low lunge. Exhale, back bend or gaze up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms down to the mat. Step your right foot forward and fold. Take 2 breaths. Plant your left palm down on the floor on a block and inhale, right arm reaches up towards the sky, twist. Nice bend in your left knee here. And then release. Other side, right palm down on the floor, your block, left arm comes on up. Nice bend in your right knee. Next breath out, release. Inhale, roll to standing. Arms overhead, palms come together, and exhale, palms in towards your heart center. Standing at attention. Option to keep your eyes open, looking at one thing in front of you, or maybe shutting your eyes. Take your attention and see if you can bring your attention to your feet. Noticing where the weight is planted in your feet. Maybe take a little sway side to side to notice where the weight shifts in your feet. And then when you're ready to find stillness once more, feeling equal weight in all 4 corners of your feet. Shoulders relaxed down your back. Nose pointing forward. And inhale, we rise all the way up. Exhale, a little back bend. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, sit into your chair. Sitting your hips back towards the back of your mat. Weight is in your heels. Biceps by your ears. Hug your belly into your spine. Take a look at your knees. You might be able to see your toes and you can wiggle them. Breathe. One more breath in. Hold it on your exhale. And inhale, rise back to standing. Exhale, fold. Inhale takes you up halfway, flat back. And exhale, fold. Step your left foot back. Keep it lifted here on an inhale, rise all the way up. So here in our crescent lunge, your toes, your left toes are already on the mat. Heel flexing up towards the ceiling. You're ready, breathe in. Maybe exhale a little back bend or send your gaze up. Inhale, rise. We'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, gazing up. Maybe go push your arms. Last one, inhale, rise. Exhale, gazing up. Inhale, rise, and exhale, airplane your arms, this time reaching them behind you. Send your chest and your gaze forward. One more breath. Do that. When you're ready, inhale, rise back up. Exhale, reach forward, airplane. 2 more, inhale, rise. Exhale, airplane. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Nice. Come all the way up. Inhale, and on your exhale, vertical twist right. Squeeze your inner thighs together here. Notice. Inhale forward. And exhale, palms down to the mat. Step your left foot forward and hold. Take 1 or 2 breaths. And when you're ready, we'll roll all the way up to standing, arms overhead. Palms back to your heart center, standing at attention. Take notice of your heart rate or your breath. Allow this to be a resting shape. On exhale, to let your shoulders relax. Checking in with your thought process and where your thoughts are. And when you're ready, breathe in, inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, sit back into your chair. Weight in your heels, we meet again, pulling your hips back towards the back of the mat. One more breath. Hold it on your exhale. And inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, fold down to the floor. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. This time, step your right foot back, and when you're ready, rise to your crescent lunge. Your right heel presses up to the ceiling. You're ready, breathe in. Exhale, gaze up to the ceiling, or a little back bend, maybe goal post your arms. 2 more like that. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise. Listen for the change, and exhale, airplane your arms, reaching your chest and your gaze forward. Breathe. Moving through that 2 more times. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, rise. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Breathe. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Find your gaze. Really reach your palms in both directions. Inhale, forward. Exhale, palms down to the mat. Step your right foot forward, fold. Taking 1 sun salutation together. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. All the way to standing, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back into your plank. Option to stay in your plank or come down to your knees. Take a breath in, and exhale, drop all the way down to your belly. Tops of your feet on the floor. Inhale, rise, full breath. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, inhale up to your tabletop, and exhale back to child's pose, Vinyasa. Walk your palms forward, forehead down. Option to grab your blocks. Maybe palms are on your blocks for an extra shoulder stretch. Letting your head drop down in between your blocks. Staying here for about a minute, maybe 60 seconds. Allow yourself to Back to your breath. Notice where your breath moves through you. Notice how it feels when it moves through you. Notice what you need out of your breath right now. About 15 more seconds, maybe 3 or 4 more breaths. When you're ready, roll up to your tabletop. Tuck your toes. Find your downward facing dog. Breathe. Belly presses back to your thighs, your heels melting down towards the earth. Gaze comes forward, breathe in, and start to walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. Forward fold. On an inhale, rise to standing, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. On your inhale, rise up, flat back. And exhale, fold. Step your left foot back. When you're ready, rise, crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, back angle, push your arms. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise. Last one, exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, airplane your arms. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, and we'll add on. Inhale. Exhale. Adding on, inhale, coming up to your crescent lunge, moving into our warrior three, or maybe a balancing airplane. You decide your right foot is your standing leg. Start to launch forward, lifting your left leg. Arms can stay up, maybe coming to that T shape, reaching your arms forward, heel back, or maybe arms back, airplane, lifting your chest. Maybe arms to a T. Maybe palms to your heart, or maybe palms all the way down to your blocks. Let you decide here. Take about 4 more breaths, and feel free to explore rather than be still. One more breath, and then lower your left leg. Maybe come all the way down to the floor. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, find a half split, sending your hips back, your right leg nice and long. Maybe even grab your blocks. So right hip pulling back, left hip pulling forward, chest pulling towards your toes. Take 3 more breaths. When you're ready, bend back into your front knee. Tuck your left toes, press yourself up. Runner's lunge, left arm stays down, right arm reaches up, twist. One more breath and release. Drop your left leg down. Palms framing your right foot, planted on the mat or your blocks, and slide your right foot back, maybe kicking it all the way out. From here, your left foot maybe becomes a kickstand, left arm down on the mat, right under your shoulder, and open your body towards the right. Stack your hips, side plank. Transition there. Maybe lifting your right foot in line with your hip, flex your heel, press it to the back of the room, and pulling up away from the mat. Keeping your right leg lifted, plant your left or right palm down onto the mat and kicking your right heel up towards the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release all the way down. Feel free to take a resting shape. Child's pose. When you're ready, rise back up, tabletop, tuck your toes, find your downward facing dog, maybe last one. Feel free to pedal it out or find stillness, melting both heels down towards the earth, chest presses towards your thighs, and your shoulder blades are rounding towards the front of your body, creating space in between your shoulder blades. Gaze comes forward, start to walk forward, top of your mat, and fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back and rise, crescent. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, airplane. 2 more like that. Inhale, rise. Exhale, airplane. Last one, inhale. And exhale. And then coming all the way up when you're ready. Coming into your warrior 3, any arm shape that you see feels fit for you on this side. Bringing your weight into your left standing leg. Lifting your right leg high, maybe biceps stay by your ear. Finding a T shape. Maybe reaching your arms back. Maybe arms to a T. Or palms to your heart space. Or palms down to your block. Take 4 more breaths, exploring the shape. Your heel presses back to the back of the room. Chest coming down towards the earth. One more breath. And start to plant your right foot down, maybe come all the way down to your right leg. Arms overhead, breathe in. And exhale, half split, pulling your hips back. Left toes heel up. If you have your block. So this time, left side of your hip pulling back, right side pulling forward. Chest pulls forward your toes, and gaze comes down. Feel free to shut your eyes or look forward. Checking in on your thoughts. Where are they? Where could they be? Maybe there's no thought. Maybe that's the goal. No thoughts. Take 3 more breaths. And when you're ready, bend back into your left knee. Palms framing your foot, tuck your right toes, lift up. Keep your right palm down and left arm reaches up, twist. One last breath. Left palm comes down. Drop your right leg down. Palms on your blocks or maybe framing your foot. Take your left foot and sweep it back. Bring it up off of the mat. Nice and long. Palms right underneath your shoulders. From here, your right leg can become a kickstand. And we're going to open up to the left, stacking your hips, stacking your shoulders, side plank, left arm reaches up to the ceiling. Flex your left heel, maybe lift your foot in line with your hip. Breathe. One more breath. And then release your left palm down, square your hips back to the mat, your left leg stays lifted, and we'll pulse. Take your left foot up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Come all the way down, take a resting shape in child's pose. Think about 4 breaths. And after 4 breaths, start to roll your shoulders forward like you're coming into a crunch. Walking your palms forward, bend into your elbows, find your way down to your belly. Let's bring a different way into our final resting shape today. Down to your belly, goal post your arms, bring your right ear down to the mat, and then slide your left knee up, 90-degree bend. Hug the earth, close your eyes. Allowing every exhale, soften your chest, your hips. When you're ready, chin to the mat, slide your left leg long, bring your left ear to the floor, slide your right knee on the other side. Allow your right side to release to the floor. Bending your chin to the mat, slide your left or right leg long rather. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders. On an inhale, rise to cobra. And exhale, send your hips up and back to your child's pose. Rolling up all the way to seated on towards your heels. Slide over onto any side. Allow your legs to come forward. Feet down on the floor. Begin to roll down to the mat. Palms resting on your belly or by your side. And take a figure 4, right side, right ankle over your left knee. Find your layer here, maybe lifting your left leg. Maybe left palm to your right foot, right palm to your right knee, maybe pressing your right knee away from you. Just noticing any difference that feels available to you or useful. Maybe you weave your palms behind your thigh. Maybe extend your left leg up to the ceiling. And slowly release everything. Take the other side. Left ankle over your right knee. And maybe right leg rises. Maybe left palm to left knee, right palm to left foot. Press your left knee away from you. Maybe palms weave behind your right thigh, right leg up to the ceiling. And then release everything. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Grab the hold of your knees. Open your knees wide. Happy baby. Option to stay right here or flex your feet up to the ceiling. Grab the bottoms of your feet. Maybe a little sway side to side or open and close. Maybe you're holding onto your knees. Maybe you're taking some circles, pushing your knees in towards each other and opening them up away from one another. Options. You might even extend one leg out long and extend the other. Take about 4 more breaths in our happy baby Ananda Bhavasana. When you're ready, bring your knees in towards your chest, your arms down by your side, and extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Begin to release any tension in your chest. Release your belly. You may even release some of the weight in your legs. Your eyes are shut. You're just noticing what's in your mind. And begin to notice the sensations you feel in your body. Send your awareness to that body part. Maybe you just notice all the parts of your body that are touching the mat. Fingertips, palm, low back, shoulders, tailbone, back of your head. Continue to enjoy your breath. Take about 5 or more breaths. Stay here until you feel a shift in your body that tells you that you're ready for something new and you're ready to come into your final resting shape. And then begin to bring your legs down. Find that shape for yourself. Explore what that looks like. And when you've arrived, feel free to take a breath in through your nose and maybe out of your mouth. Taking notice now of every body part that's touching the mat, starting at your heels. Notice your arms, all the way to the back of your head. Just noticing your whole body existing right here. Notice the temperature in the room. Notice any sounds that you hear outside of your own body. And then notice the sounds that are coming from your body. And enjoy your final moments of stillness. Yogis, begin to notice your breath. Sending your awareness to your chest. Noticing how it fills and how it expands when you breathe. Sending your awareness to your belly. Letting breath flow towards your belly. And notice how it moves and expands as you breathe. Send your awareness to that space in between your chest, your heart space. Breathe in love and kindness into this area of your body. Allow yourself permission to lead with love and kindness from this region. Allow loving kindness to spread down to your feet and guide you where you walk this earth. Along your journey in whichever direction you decide to go. Allow the loving kindness to spread down to your hands and everything that you touch and carry and hold. And allow loving kindness to move in through your throat and everything that you speak and the way that you listen to others, all the way up to your mind and the crown of your head, and all of your thoughts and how you think about the world, yourself, and others. When you're ready to find some movement, you can begin to move your feet and your palms and anything that feels natural for you. Maybe take a wall-to-wall stretch. Find yourself onto any side of your body, rolling onto your side. Using both of your palms when you're ready, press yourself up into a seat, sitting up tall, just like we started. Your palms can rest on your knees, palms facing up to receive more light and love, and palms facing down to ground. We'll take 3 breaths together when you're ready. Exhale and breathe in and out. 2 more times, in and out. And the last one, you're breathing in the loving kindness in the room. And exhale, you're sharing yours with the room. Bring your palms in towards your heart space. The light and love in me honors and sees the light and love in each of you. We bring our thumbs to our third eye center, your place of all knowing. Take a breath in. Exhale, bow to seal your practice. Namaste.